Well, I got a center portion out. Find my flashlight here. We'll be able to see in this corner here. But this is what I got. All them bolts come out around that where the gasket and the whole main unit went in there. I guess that was a lift plate, I guess, right here. That was underneath this piece of thing. I don't know what's underneath it. We're going to take a look, see what was this thing here, this little plate that you can see. It's just loose in there. I guess that box set on top of that. I guess it was a relief box case it got hot. It'd sit down on that. I guess we're getting rid of that. But anyway, yeah, that's what you got right there. That's the back side. To look into it from the front side, let's take a little look. Here's what we got in the inside. That's where the pot used to sit. There's the whole channel. Look at all that stuff that's set up in there. Bad design, man. I'm telling you, it's bad. I wouldn't waste your money on these things. I'm going to end up building me a nice one out of this. That's actually going to be efficient and ain't going to burn like this. It's not going to be dirty. I'm going to replace all them bolts with grade 8 bolts, real nice bolts. They were pretty grungy and where they'd gotten hot. But we can see, I'll step back right there. That's what it looks like. And here's the box. This part right here went in first. That was your burn box. And your air, what happens is your air comes through all them little holes and it sucks from underneath. When that blower is pulling air and it sucks it from underneath there. I'll put my own little tube on there. But it sucks it from in here, so there's actually a chamber inside this box right here. So that's where it, let me see if I can't zoom out a little bit. There we go. That's where it gets its air from. It sucks it up through here. It comes around these little things here. What I'm going to do is, I'm not going to get into details of what I'm actually doing. You'll just have to see it when I'm done. It's going to be something I come up with myself. I'm cutting this part of it off. I'm blocking all the air holes off, and the only thing that's going to come through there is pellets. I won't have no need for this right here. This part right here, won't have no need for it. It's a bad design. They're all bad designs. They just all there's to it. They just redesign how the pellets go in, but it's just a bad design. I mean, it's just not good for the consumer. It burns up your fuel too fast, and it doesn't put, versus your fuel, it doesn't put the amount of heat out that it should. I mean, a wood stove, yeah, it may put off smoke, but at least you can trap the heat inside without having an engine suck all the heat out. But you can see how bad this gasket, you know, it's just a cheap gasket. Just all it is fiberglass. They just put a gasket around it. I'm going to probably end up making my own. Out of some, a little bit better. It'll be fiberglass of some sort, something heat resistant, but it's going to be better than that. These things are just made dirt cheap. I don't care if they're made in USA or not. They're just made dirt cheap. The idea, it wasn't for saving you money. It was for the environmentalists saying, hey, we need to come up with an idea to where it puts out less smoke. But they're not thinking about how much heat you're actually getting in your home off of these. So like I said, I'm cutting this box off. This whole box is going to be gone. Not going to be there. I'll show you my little design that I'm coming up with later. I've got to test it and all that stuff before I call it good. Because before I put this thing, weld it back together, do everything that I'm going to do, I want to make sure that it's going to work. Because I'm not going to waste all that time and not work. And I'll keep at it until I get an efficient burn per fuel. I'm not worried about the environment. Yes, I want less smoke going out as possible. Why? Because when there's smoke going out, that means your fuel isn't burning efficient. That was the idea behind this. But the idea wasn't under your best interest. It wasn't under, how much heat are you actually going to save in your heating unit versus what's going outside. And that's not what they were trying to do. They were actually trying to sell these, market them as, you know, efficient and all that bull crap, but they're not. So anyway, I'm going to make mine to where it burns wood, logs too. You'll be able to feed it a log. It ain't going to have, it's just going to be crazy. But anyway, like and subscribe and follow, and then I'll show you my ideas.